$55 billion. That's what SpaceX is planning to spend building its own AI chip factory in Austin, Texas. And if that number doesn't make you stop and recalibrate what's happening in AI hardware right now, it should. This is Elon Musk making a direct play for the infrastructure layer of artificial intelligence, and the implications run far deeper than one factory. SpaceX has filed a public hearing notice for a chip manufacturing plant in Austin, Texas, internally called Terafab, with a projected investment of at least $55 billion. To put that in context, Intel's much discussed Ohio fab was announced at $20 billion. This is nearly 3 times that scale from a company that until recently wasn't in the semiconductor business at all. The move is clearly tied to Musk's broader AI ambitions across XAI and its other ventures, which have a voracious appetite for compute. Right now, that compute comes from Nvidia, and it's manufactured largely by TSMC. Terafab is a direct attempt to break that dependency. Vertical integration at this scale is extremely difficult. Chip fabrication is one of the most complex manufacturing processes on the planet. But if SpaceX can pull it off, even partially, it would give Musk's AI ecosystem a supply chain advantage that no other AI lab currently has. The question isn't just whether this gets built, it's what the rest of the industry does in response. Google DeepMind has published a detailed look at AlphaEvolve's expanding real-world impact, and it's worth paying close attention. AlphaEvolve is a Gemini-powered coding agent, but calling it a coding agent undersells what it actually does. Rather than writing code to a specification, it evolves algorithms over time, iterating towards solutions that neither human engineers nor conventional AI systems have discovered. DeepMind says it's now delivering measurable results across 3 domains: business operations, infrastructure optimization, and scientific research. That last category is particularly significant. When an AI system starts contributing to the actual frontier of scientific discovery, not summarizing papers, but generating novel algorithmic approaches, the nature of what AI is useful for changes fundamentally. AlphaEvolve represents a shift from AI as a productivity tool to AI as a research collaborator. Most of the industry conversation right now is about chat interfaces and voice models. AlphaEvolve is a reminder that some of the most consequential AI work is happening quietly, in the background, on problems that don't make for flashy demos. OpenAI has released new real-time voice models through its API, and the framing here matters. These are not text-to-speech wrappers or transcription tools bolted onto a language model. OpenAI is positioning these as native voice intelligence, models that can reason, translate, and transcribe speech in a single unified system. That distinction is important for developers. If you're building a voice-first application today, you're typically stitching together separate models for speech recognition, reasoning, and synthesis. OpenAI is collapsing that into one interface. The practical result is lower latency, more natural conversation, and applications that can handle multilingual voice interactions without a fragmented pipeline. The API release also signals that OpenAI is serious about voice as a platform layer, not just a feature inside ChatGPT. Third-party developers can now build on top of this infrastructure, which means the next wave of intelligent voice products in healthcare, customer service, education could be powered by OpenAI's voice stack. This is a quiet but strategically significant expansion. Pull back from today's individual stories and a single theme snaps into focus. The AI industry is in a race to own every layer of the stack. SpaceX isn't just building a chip factory, it's attempting to remove a critical external dependency from Musk's AI ecosystem. That's a vertical integration play of the highest order, and it signals that the most ambitious AI operators no longer trust the open market to supply what they need when they need it. AlphaEvolve fits the same pattern from a different angle. Google DeepMind isn't just shipping a useful tool, it's demonstrating that Gemini-powered systems can operate at the frontier of scientific discovery. That's a capability moat, not a product feature. And OpenAI's voice API expansion is about owning the interface layer, making sure that when voice-first AI applications get built, they get built on OpenAI's infrastructure. Chips, algorithms, interfaces, 3 different companies, 3 different stories, but the same underlying logic. In AI, the companies that control the foundational layers will set the terms for everyone else. What's striking is the pace. These aren't 5-year roadmap announcements. They're happening right now, in parallel, across the entire stack simultaneously. If you're an AI startup or an enterprise buyer trying to navigate this landscape, the consolidation happening at the infrastructure level should be the thing you're watching most closely. So here's a question I want to leave you with, and drop your answer in the comments. Which of these three infrastructure plays do you think is the biggest long-term bet? SpaceX owning its own chips, DeepMind evolving algorithms autonomously, or OpenAI locking in the voice interface layer? If you enjoyed today's content, leave a like. If today's coverage was useful, subscribe to the Daily AI Cut. We're here breaking down the AI stories that actually shape where the industry is going.